Good afternoon, guests, friends, ladies and gentlemen. I would first like to take this opportunity to welcome Logisim, really as the group that's catalyzing everything here. Our teams have, I think, twice or three times gone to conferences of Logisim, I think in Malaysia and Singapore. So we're glad that you made it to our archipelago. You've made a good decision to have your presence in our country, as we have a very interesting supply chain landscape and many logistics professionals who are eager to learn. I think there's a bit of shyness, as I understand from the Q&A, but yeah, they come directly, and when the questions come, they'll come non-stop. There's going to be a line. The title of my presentation today is Leveraging Tech-Enabled Supply Chain Platforms for Sustainable Performance. 7 big words, and my guess is by this time, you may have already been a bit overwhelmed by so much tech talk today. If I may add to that information overload, some experts estimate that a full digital transformation can cost you millions of dollars and can be rolled out in over 4 to 5 years. Let me assure you that there are alternatives on how you can enjoy the benefits of a digitally enabled supply chain without breaking the bank. That's what I'll be sharing with you, some insights from our experience in the Philippines on how you can simplify your digital transformation journey. Again, I'd like to emphasize that I come more from the layman's perspective. I am not inherently a techie nor a tech engineer of sorts. I think we come more really from a corporate/entrepreneurial perspective within a national milieu. When we talk about supply chain performance, especially in today's period of disruptions and inflation, it is always relevant to talk about performance in terms of effectiveness in managing 2 types of costs: financial costs and environmental social costs. As we all know, the Philippines has one of the highest logistics costs in the Asia-Pacific region. In fact, according to a study by our own Department of Trade and Industry and the World Bank, our costs are at 27% of revenue, especially among the small and medium enterprises, which is the highest in the ASEAN region. It's more than twice of Thailand's at 11%, Vietnam's at 16%, and Indonesia at 21%. On the environmental and social costs, we're all too familiar with our vulnerabilities as a country that has approximately 18 to 20 typhoons in an average year, and some of them quite devastating. And of course, more and more of our principals, our shippers, brand owners, are demanding that we become more proactive in our ESG programs. Why then does the Philippines have very high logistics costs? I see at least 3 factors that contribute to the supply chain performance in the country. It's, first of all, the archipelagic nature of our landscape, the infrastructure challenges we face as a developing country, and the fragmented structure of the service providers. We cannot change our landscape, so we have to navigate it. The second one, our infrastructure, is something that the government and that today's current government and past governments continue to try to address and build or rebuild. We're looking forward to the government supporting issues such as port congestion, and transport delays due to traffic. However, it's only the third issue, our fragmented industry, that we in the private sector can immediately do something about. Which brings me to two keywords, ecosystems and collaboration. We think in terms of an ecosystem or a platform and how we can contribute to making the whole work for each of the individual parts. The times now do not call for further chopping up the market, but is an opportune time to collaborate and synergize. At FAST, we recognize that we've been given the privilege as well as the responsibility to be a solutions partner to some of the largest multinational FMCG brands over the last 50 years. From our unique perspective, we can see the opportunities to help evolve a truly Filipino supply chain ecosystem, the process of which can look like a flywheel. For us, this flywheel starts with our obsession on people, process, and customer focus. Because of this foundation, we got in exchange the opportunity to work with the most demanding clients who have sharpened our team's competencies, since the longevity of our customer relationships depend largely on achieving KPIs such as 99% on-time deliveries, 99% inventory records accuracy. That's why I call it a distinct privilege to be working for a decade or more with most of our customers, because these customers are market leaders who are successful players in a global marketplace, and they have helped us have higher standards of world-class end-to-end logistics management. And with the trust of our customers, the business model has brought us to a scale that is considered to be one of the largest in the country. We cover 94% of all Philippine provinces on the back of our transport fleet. We manage the largest warehouse footprint, approximately 1.5 million square meters. We also now have the largest network of traditional stores at approximately 130,000 stores. These are the small store format. In the Philippines, they're known as sari-sari stores. And also, 50 years of building this brick and mortar network translates to an organization that is most experienced in end-to-end logistics. It is this very same brick and mortar network at scale that afforded us to invest in a digital infrastructure that unlocks the value of this end-to-end logistics and drives us right into the heart of an ecosystem mindset. The innovative solutions that were results of the collaboration, all of which are tech-enabled, open up to a whole world of new possibilities, not only to our principals, who we collaborate with, but also to other companies and with similar needs. By its nature, every addition to the users of these innovations adds to the benefit enjoyed by all the participants in the ecosystem. The more scale, the more robust these apps become. The more users of the platform, more volume will share in the fixed costs, which we hope will get us up to economies of scale like never before enjoyed. That's what we believe to be the power of supply chain platform or ecosystem. One of the benefits that scale affords us is sustainability. The conventional mindset was that only first world economies can afford sustainable practices. In our case, it is the scale of a platform that will allow us to get into sustainability mindset. What then does this mean for you and your brands? It simply means that you can leverage on the experience which propelled the digitalization of this ecosystem, and in the process, you can enjoy the benefits of digital transformation at the pace and scale that you are ready for or have ambitions to. In short, you can tap into the evolving platform and adapt what have worked with other innovators while you continue to calibrate the manner and degree of digital transformation that is most appropriate to your company. At this point, allow me to share with you 2 case studies which will also serve as an invitation to you to be part of this ecosystem that we are building. Case study number 1. The first one is one of the market leaders in personal care in Cabuyao, Laguna. We've been serving their end-to-end logistics for many years, which means both transport and warehouse logistics is with the FAST Group. Since this is a multinational company, they're big on key performance indicators measuring the efficiency of their supply chain, and especially on sustainability and ESG. They use our transport management system, which has control tower visibility, and for ESG, we have built a 100% solar-powered distribution center, their first for a third-party run facility. Here's Bianca on this collaboration. Video, please.
Our partnership with Kenvue started back in 2011. At that time, they were having challenges with their previous 3PL. So due to the urgency of requirement, we had to use a certain facility in our Cabuyao warehouse. After that, we designed a end-state warehouse projecting their 5-year growth, which we successfully did. That's why we had a distribution center in Cebu to cut down their overall network distribution.
FAST has been a valuable partner to our company, translating our vision and strategies into day-to-day operations. We have chosen to partner with FAST for end-to-end operations, from order processing to warehousing to transportation. And I find that it has been so strategic that they have placed all of this under one umbrella. This has enabled simplification in the way that we deal with our third-party logistics provider.
Our current warehouse footprint in the Philippines is around 1.7 million square meters, roughly around 900,000 pallet positions for dry, currently at around 30,000 pallet positions for cold, around 950 million annual throughput in terms of cases.
Fast support of our sustainability efforts has been best in class. This is one of the few third-party run DCs in Asia Pacific that is fully on 100% sustainable energy. And it was implemented in a never-before-seen 6 months period. And for that, we are grateful.
Kenvue, I would say, is very open to new innovations. They also are very collaborative across actually their whole department, from sales, planning, procurement, transport. That's why we're able to explore new initiatives with them at a faster pace compared with our other principals.
For me, and I've worked with quite a number of 3PLs, the flexibility of FAST and their openness to listen to our needs is what is unique and valued. After all, their mission is to create value for their customers, and their strong belief that their customers are the reason for their existence is something that I can really feel.
Kenvue team is always collaborative with all of their business partners. They believe the success of any 3PL logistics engagement will depend on the level of collaboration of both companies to achieve common goals. Overall, all members of the whole supply chain working together to better serve customer requirements, which is the reason why both companies exist.
Being in the FMCG industry, change is a part of life. Customers are evolving. Their demands are increasing. Business structures and strategies, like ours, have to innovate to keep up and stay ahead. Otherwise, they're left behind. I have been harping to the FAST team, the theme of transformation. We cannot operate our warehouse and transport the same way that we have for the past 10 years. We need to get sharper, faster, through digital solutions and dashboarding. This will allow us to accommodate more volume, more business, which will only come from happy consumers and customers who are able to experience the everyday care of our Kenvue product.
After voice peak, we are now working together beyond conventional solutions, supply chain and logistics with Kenvue. We are looking at AI solutions to drive and improve bad goods, overall cost of inventory, and have a predictive approach to solve issues.
Fast people have an attitude of getting things done, no matter what. Their level of descarte comes not only from their values of excellence and commitment, but also from 50 years of experience.
Because we have collaborated with Bianca's team, that was Bianca of Kenvue, you can now very easily get to enjoy our digitalization efforts of end-to-end logistics. We are intent on building this ecosystem. For warehouse management, we have partnered with Honeywell, a global leader in WMS, as it is also used in several of the largest DCs in Southeast Asia. Fast is also the first and only user of voice pick technology in the Philippines. On top of those, we are gearing up for our fleet of electric vehicles. All these we're developing so that more companies in the FMCG space and other verticals will enter the digital transformation journey one step at a time. For our second case, the second case study is for our selling distribution business unit. An apt description of our collaboration here is bringing the world's largest brands to the Philippines' smallest stores. And for something as brick and mortar as the Filipino sari-sari stores, you'll be surprised that these stores in some far-flung areas, amidst rice fields and sleepy towns, the sari-sari stores are served by sales agents carrying digital handhelds and fulfilling their orders. The Salesforce Automation, or SFA app, was developed initially by Fast for its own use. Luckily, our principals saw its use in the territories awarded to us and have also been convinced that this is a powerful tool to be used by all other distributors nationwide. And so they have subscribed to this platform. Let's watch this video about SFA by Fast to understand why a sales management tool developed by sales management people is able to capture all that you wished you had in your Salesforce management app. Video, please.
If DC is the developer of Salesforce Automation, this is an income-generating app developed by our in-house IT department.
The Fast team won an award for the concept at the Nestle Distributor Innovations and Winning Actions. Nestle recognized our apps and made them the official Salesforce Automation tool for all distributors nationwide. It is GPS-enabled and has store locking feature that can be customized and ensures that the salesman is physically within the 15-meter radius as the remote distance. With this feature, the integrity of our store's database and their sales are legitimate. The real-time dashboard, as we could see at the back, our team can quickly and effectively analyze MCP alignment and sales coverage with digital mapping, which is visible in our dashboard.
So on this same SFA platform, we have leveraged it for use during the pandemic, helping some local government units roll out their vaccination programs, which involve both supply chain and pharmacovigilance. And our passenger transport subsidiary also used it to shuttle hundreds of Amazon BPO agents in Cebu City from their homes to their offices when COVID was at a peak. We're also in pilot testing for the use of an app that was built on this platform that is envisioned to bridge the digitalization gap by empowering sari-sari stores and modern trade in the country. These are just two of the ways where your supply chain management can tap into a tech-enabled platform that is built to make supply chain performance more cost-effective and sustainable. That's digital transformation for your company that is customizable, actionable, and within reach. Thank you very much.